Okay, hi everyone. This is Emma, founder of Cosmozy, and today I want to walk you through how to create a maker profile in version 1.0.2 of Cosmozy. So first, what I'm going to do is just share my screen here so you can kind of follow along with what I'm doing. As you can see, I am already logged in here, and really what I'm trying to do is to create a maker profile. So where you can find these maker profiles to look at some examples is on the Find Makers tab. And you'll see they all pop up here. And basically what these maker profiles are is a way to show customers who you are and a way for them to filter through and find the right maker for their projects. So we'll click into an example really quickly here first. Let's take a look at Sammy's profile. So you can see here on Sammy's profile, they're indicating their years of experience. They have a little bit of information about the maker. They also have some dream projects that they might want to work on. You can look through their portfolio pieces as well. And we can do an example where we click onto it. You can see that they included some additional details about the piece. And have some additional kind of photos here as well. Apologies, my internet is a little bit slow today, so some things aren't loading as well. Then you can see they have their skills, different crafting specialties, any size specialties, and their experience as well. So now that we've kind of seen an example, let's go ahead and create our own profile. So to get access to the profile, what you're going to do is click on this profile tab here, and you'll be taken to this screen. Now you'll see we have a button that says create maker profile. If you've already created a maker profile and you're looking to edit your profile, when you click on profile, this here will say edit maker profile. So since this is our first time making a profile, we'll go ahead and click create maker profile here. Okay, perfect. So first things is we kind of have this introductory section, which is similar to kind of what we saw in Sammy's. So first we have a maker alias. And now this is kind of almost your business name. It's what you want customers to refer to you as and what you want displayed on that Find Makers page. So while my name is Emma, maybe I want to be called something different on the Find Makers page. So I think we're going to call it Emma Cosmozy example, just to make it very simple. And so I know to remove this fake user we are creating right after this as well. You can select your country here as well. So we will go with we'll say United States. You can see if you're in the US, you can actually select what your state is as well. It also asks for years of experience. So this is kind of total years of experience you have in your given specialty. So we're going to say that, I've been doing this for 8 years. And that's kind of my total breadth of experience. We also have a place to upload a profile picture. So I will put a lovely business headshot I have as my profile picture. Although maybe in the future, I want something a little bit more fun there. For your profile bio, this is really just an introduction to customers. So this can include kind of what sets you apart as a maker, a little bit about your background and kind of what makes you you. So for this, we will say, hi, this is Emma. We are creating this profile to give an example. I am very excited about creating a place to help support makers. Perfect. Then you see we have these dream projects. So this is where you can put something that you would absolutely love to work on. So as we said here, it can be a favorite video game character. Maybe this is like a type of costume you want to try. Maybe you want to try to make a Rococo costume. Or maybe there is a specific property that you really love. I think for my example, I'm going to put Elder Scrolls games as kind of what a dream project of mine would be. And this will help basically match you with someone. A customer maybe can come on here and they happen to be looking for a character from Elder Scrolls, and they can see this and think, great, this is a perfect match. Next, what we have here is your availability. So you'll see we have 3 different options here. It's either open, accepting waitlist, or closed. So open basically means that you have slots available already to fill. So if you have an immediate slot available or one that's kind of coming up in the very near future, you would hit open. Accepting waitlist basically means, hey, I'm full right now, but I am accepting people to kind of go on the wait list, or maybe projects that are a bit further on my horizon. And then close means I am completely booked and I need to kind of not be taking in some requests right now. So we're going to keep it as open. Next, what we're going to do is add languages. So what's important to note here is you see this little add button. So just by selecting English, that's not going to add it to my profile. What I actually have to do is hit the add button as well. And the reason we have this is because you can kind of add some additional languages as well. So let's say I speak French, English, and Korean. I can add all of those there and they will all pop up on the profile. Okay, next we're getting into some of the meat here. So we're coming over to the skills and specialties. So skills and specialties basically highlights different techniques or even materials that you can kind of work with. So let's say, for example, that, I can do some electronics, I can work with leather, and maybe I can also design original designs. We'll just select those ones for now, but as you can see, there are a ton of different options to choose from. If you come on here and you see something that you do that is not included, we are very open and absolutely appreciate feedback. So either send us an email or DM us just to let us know to add basically your specialty onto this page. Next, we have crafting specialties. So what this really does is, as opposed to showing kind of materials and techniques you use, it shows items that you are creating. So I think a great example here would be with armor, right? So you can click that you make body armor. And basically then, if you're looking up in these specialties, let's say you do foam smithing, this basically then tells someone, okay, they create armor and it's from foam. You can do the same with tons of different things. You can see we have a lot of filters to basically help you describe to customers what you can do. So let's say the other example, if we're doing wigs, let's say that I only do natural style wigs. I can select that here as well. Next section that we get to are size specialties. And this is something that was really important for us to include because it's good for customers to know kind of at the beginning, can you make a costume for me? And we have a lot of wonderful makers that, for example, make incredible plus size costumes. And customers who are looking for that want to know at the beginning, can I work with you? Yes or no. And so basically what this does is it indicates to customers what size specialties you can work within. So we have options for petite, plus size, and NA. So basically petite is, okay, I can work with more petite build, maybe someone who's a little bit smaller, and I can kind of adapt what I'm making to that. Plus size, you have an expertise in making plus size costumes, and then not applicable just indicates I can't really work within these. So let's go ahead and actually select all of them. Then when we get to maker experience here, this is where you can kind of include some of the incredible experience you have that is relevant to your specialties. So as you can see, I've already pre-added a couple of the ones in here, but let's try adding a new one as well. So let's say for degrees and certifications, that I want to add kind of a new degree to the mix. So what I can say is maybe, I did an arts degree. I'm going to say University of Michigan, go blue. And you can say that you select your degree type. So let's say I did like a master's of arts. So you can add that here and it'll kind of add to your degrees list. Same with professional experience. First, what we have is years of professional experience. So this is kind of like your cumulative years. And the reason we have this is because, as I said earlier, I put the example that I had 8 years of total experience. This could mean that I did, 8 years completely, self-employed on my own of making, versus if I worked professionally in that expertise or skill set. So I have an example here that's seamstress at your local tailor for 2 years. Maybe I'll say we'll pretend like I worked, 3 years cumulative professional experience. We'll say that I also did like 3D modeling, and let's say 3D organization. And we'll pretend that I did that for 1 year. And again, you have to click add to kind of add that to your list. Lastly, we have our craftsmanship awards. I have, again, another example here that I already included, but you can basically add your different awards in here when you won, and again, hit add to kind of show that. So now we've gotten to the end of the Create Maker Profile section. I'm going to click Create Maker Profile, which is going to save my profile down. Now what I'll have to do is create a maker portfolio. And so these are basically those different pictures and portfolio pieces that you saw on the Find Maker page and what you saw when we clicked into Sammy's profile. These are super, super important to add because it shows customers what you can do. And the best way to market your work is to show the incredible things that you've done. So as you can see here, we have a blank box, which basically just means we haven't added any portfolio pieces yet. To add a portfolio piece, you will come down here and we'll kind of walk through that process right now as well. So to add a portfolio piece, what we'll do is we will add the project name, and we kind of have this separate from character name because sometimes you might be making a component of a character. You could be doing Iron Man helmet, for instance, which I think we will do that example right now. Actually, we'll do Iron Man suit, character Iron Man, property, Marvel Universe. This is just kind of what the source material is for that character. In costume description, we will say that we made this from foam and it uses electronics and LED lights. So this is just like a description you can write about your different costume pieces or portfolio pieces. Next, we come to price. So let's say that I made this for $1,400. This is where you put the exact price. And then in here, what you do is you select the range that it falls between. This is the number here that customers are going to see. This we're collecting because we are trying to basically make some models to help new makers understand pricing. So hopefully with more and more information that people can provide, we can give a lot of value back to the community. Then similar to when we created our profile, we have all these different skills and specialties, costume specialties, and you can indicate kind of the sizing for this particular piece. The reason we have this is because, again, in the future, we're hoping to set it up where people can actually search by specific portfolio pieces, for example, and see how those were made. So let's say for skills and specialties, we're going to say foam smithing, we're going to say electronics and lights, and let's say we did some animatronics with it as well. For costume specialties, we're going to go over here and we're going to select armor, and it's body armor and helmets. So we will put those as kind of our options. Let's say that I made this for plus size clients. So I'll click there. And then here we kind of get to the good stuff, which is the images as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to choose an example from one of our incredible makers, which is Dark Iron, because I know he makes some Iron Man stuff. So let's first, we'll select kind of your title image. And this title image is what people see on that Find Makers page. It's the first image that pops up for this particular portfolio piece. So I have that great portfolio image there. Then let's say I want to add, kind of a detail image. So here we kind of have an image of the leg armor. I will add that. You'll kind of see all these different images pop up down here. So you can see that they've saved. We'll do a torso helmet close up here. Okay, and let's just do one more just so we make sure that we are showing that we're doing this, and we will do another full body shot. Perfect. Okay, so from there, we're going to hit Save Portfolio Project, and you can see that that portfolio project is now saved and it's been added to your profile. Finally, just check that everything went well. We're going to go back to this Find Makers page and actually just look for this new portfolio that we created. So once this kind of pops up here, we're going to check, and yes, here we are. So Emma Cosmesi example, I'll select here just so we can double click into our profile. Perfect. So you see my picture pops up, my years of experience, all the descriptions. Let's check into this portfolio that everything went. Perfect. Yep, we have all those images that we added. And again, skills, crafting, and experience. So that is it for our portfolio. I want to thank everyone for watching the video, and I'm very excited to see all of your different profiles pop up on Cosmozy. Thank you.